right? There's a lot of things that they're capable of doing, but I think what really sets them apart from any other droid is that they can show emotion and they have personalities.
Yeah,
At least droids in our universe, right?
yeah, and I think what makes them particularly interesting in that respect is I think we talked about in the one of the Mandalorian episodes about how all tools and machines are neutral. They're value neutral. Like you look at a hammer, it can be a constructive tool for putting a nail in the wall so you can hang up a picture of your family.
Yeah.
But you can use that same hammer to hit somebody in the knee, and that's not a constructive use. But that doesn't mean the hammer's evil, right?
Right.
I think there are logical limits to that argument. But I think in the Star Wars universe, droids are not value neutral tools. They have, I think for the most part, and debate me if you think I'm off on this, they are reflections of, they are the imprints of their makers, but given their capacity to learn, if their base programming allows for it, they can become something different. They can become good. Like an example that pops into my mind, the most recent example, I think, is in The Rise of Skywalker, when they're on Pisana and they fall through the sand and they run into the sand serpent thing. I'm not sure what that thing's called. And do you remember it's hurt?
Mm-hmm.
And then Rey puts her hand on it and force heals this serpent thing, who then shows them the way out. And she says to BB-8 something like, I gave it some of my life force. You would have done the same. And then flash forward, they're on Ochi's ship and we run into Dio for the first time.
Yeah.
And BB-8 plugs into Dio and gives Dio some of his life force.
Oh my gosh.
And maybe he wouldn't have done that before.
That's such an amazing connection.
But I can't take credit for that.
I don't care. That's such an amazing connection.
Maybe he wouldn't have done that before, but that to me is not value neutral anymore. That is, you are an imprint of the people around you. You're the average of the 5 people around you or whatever, and you're becoming good. And I think that it can go the other way too.